tonight. We're gonna make some maple and pecan cornbread. Yeah, this is a big back recipe here. So we're gonna start out with 1 stick of butter melted. You can put that off to the side. We're gonna go on with the dry ingredients. Cornmeal. One cup. I like to sift things. You don't have to, I don't think. Or maybe you do. I don't know. And 1/4. So 1 cup and 1/4 cornmeal. 1 cup of flour. This is just regular bulbagular flour. 1/2 cup of sugar. One tablespoon baking powder. A wee bit of salt. I'm not going to use much here because the butter's already salted. If you're using unsalted butter and you want to add a whole teaspoon of salt, then by all means. Mix and make a well. One cup of milk. Two eggs. A little vanilla extract. How much? You know, a splash. What is that, a teaspoon? Maybe. And a little mixy-poo. This is all really straightforward, really straightforward. I just added half the wet, a little mixy-poo, and the rest. Alright, so after adding the milk and the eggs, it should look something like that. A stick of butter. So the pecans, you can add whole ones if you like. I like the pieces. If you have a big bag, you want to measure out around a cup. I just get the bags like this at the Walmart, and this is almost a cup. It's really, really close. So I'm going to put most of it in. And I'm going to reserve a wee little bit for after. And this thing here that I melted the butter in, I'm going to keep that as well. Don't put that in the sink quite yet. And lastly, maple syrup. And a half a cup. And mixy mix again. Now to the ramekin that I melted the butter in, I'm just going to use some avocado oil and throw that in here, and I'm going to use that to grease the tins. If you are a vegetable or canola oil kind of person, you're welcome to use that instead, but I'm judging you.
I'm quietly judging you.
So I like the muffin tins. That way I can portion them out and they're all the same size. Ideally, a cast iron pan is the way. And then I'm gonna use a little loaf pan here. Well, I guess this is a regular size loaf pan for any excess that doesn't fit into here. Okay, so I'm going to use a 1/4 cup to measure these and plop them on in. I'm not really a fan of cooking in silence, but some of my videos have gotten hit with the copyright. I don't think it really affects me all that much, but at the same time, does kind of make me a little uncomfortable. Okay, I'm gonna just maybe top a couple of these up until they're a little more even with the rest. All right, so muffin tin full, and now the loaf pan. This is going to be a really itty bitty loaf. It's going to be the flattest bread because it's really not that much. All right, these are filled up as best as they're gonna get. I did take a wee little bit out of some of these that were a little more full and put them in here to fill that out a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna just maybe top a couple of these up until they're a little more even with the rest. And I'm just gonna take the rest of the pecans and I don't sprinkle. These are going to go into the oven at 400 degrees. Most recipes are going to say 20 to 25 minutes. I go anywhere from 20 to 30 because my oven doesn't always cooperate very well with me. So after 20 minutes, I'm just going to keep an eye on it until they're the color that I like. All right, that's what those look like. These went for 20 minutes at 400. They're nice golden brown and crispy little edges. All right, so 12 muffins and a wee little loaf. You can see it's really flat. I'm not going to cut into that right now. And I mean, it just looks like regular cornbread, but with some maple syrup and pecans. Yeah, very tasty. This is a dessert. And that's your big back cornbread, I guess.
Crushed it.
I would not be surprised to find out that she had worked in a bakery.